It is now Thursday. Thursday.
Doesn't feel like Thursday.
No, it doesn't. It definitely feels. It feels further than Thursday to me because I didn't have to go to work today.
Yeah.
I had vacation set up. We were going to go camping, and then that obviously hasn't happened because, well, you know, you can't get together with a bunch of people now, so we can't go camping. And there's an art festival that we usually do. And so, yeah, we're stuck on that. Steam is first, by the way. First point of the night. Welcome to the show. So we do a thing called Playa del Fuego, which is like a burn, you know, like Burning Man. It's similar to that. It is very similar to that. And unfortunately, we can't do that because of people getting together. So we're going to do it online. That's cool, but it's going to be shorter. So usually we'd go on Wednesday and help set everything up. I've been helping do some coding and stuff for it over the last
9 years.
Well, the last month or so. And so we're finishing that up. And then Friday at 6 o'clock, it all goes live, and we're going to go do that. We'll probably simulcast this for that event. I would suggest the registrations aren't open yet, but if you go to virtual.playadelfuego.org, that's the homepage. That's going to open up on Friday. Come join us. It's free. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of different art things, very cool people. It's a cool event. There's going to be music. There's going to be all kinds of things there. So go check that out. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Yes, virtual.playadelfuego.org. Yeah.
What color is the studio supposed to be?
Oh, teal. It is supposed to be teal today. I just got word from Karen, who I didn't get the color yesterday, so I'll leave it up to you to do teal. So we're going to try and do that on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so starting tomorrow. I think maybe that room that we have will be the free-for-all Friday. If you want to be on the show, you may have to join us in the Virtual Del Fuego room to do that. But I was planning on going camping, so I had the week off, and so it's definitely not feeling Thursday. It feels very much weekendy at this point. But it is Thursday, so let's get down into some of the reasons why we're here and how to do what we do. So if you're the first person into the chat, like Steam was today, you get a point. Congratulations to him. To do that, you'll probably want to follow or subscribe to the show and set up your alerts so it'll let you know when we go live. Then another way to get a point is obviously answering the question in the allotted time in the chat there. And then, thank you, Melissa. This is a very nice teal, she says.
Oh, good.
We nailed it.
I like the color teal.
Yeah, if you're the first one into the chat, or first one to answer correctly, you'll get a bonus point. It kind of matches our shirts, right? Because we've got the shirt is kind of a teal, right? So I feel like our studio kind of matches the shirt color today. So that's good. You can win that shirt if you have the most of all of the points at the end of the week. That'll happen on Sunday at the end of the show. We'll announce the winner on Monday, and they'll get shipped a free t-shirt. Another way that you can get points, and I'm going to demonstrate that now. I'm going to head over to the show, and I'm going to turn off the sound. And if I go to Facebook, and at the top of the chat there, I go to the share, and then I say share now public, you'll see a little alert comes up. Look at that. See, I just shared the show. So at the end of the show, we're going to give you a point for doing that because we appreciate you passing word around to your friends. You can also share it to groups. You can share it to other people's profiles. Those all count as well. However, you cannot share it privately in a message. We can't see that, and it doesn't alert us to it. So if you want to just tell one person about it and get a point for that, you'll just have to @ them in the chat. So if you do, for instance, I'm going to do like @Caitlin. Can I do Caitlin? I can't because because I'm another wasted hour at this point. But you do like @Caitlin O'Dwyer, which you're not going to get points for because she's right here.
Hello.
But, and say, like, I'm doing some trivia, and then they'll come over and be a part of it, and that would be fun. Shaggy's here. That is good. I'm glad to have that. Let's see. Any other things you need to know? Oh, we also have a thing called a Karen. If when a question is asked, you think that nobody's going to get the right answer for it, you can throw a Karen by just throwing that in the chat. That means if nobody gets it right, you get 1 point. However, if you do get it, if somebody does get it correct, you also lose a point. So it's a bit of a gamble. Christina's here. Officially addicted to bark thins. Look what you've done to that.
I'm
poor
sorry.
woman. My goodness. Why? Why did you do that to her?
I'm on my last bag of bark thins, and I think I might be over them.
Oh, wow, you're done. You think you're...
I might be over it.
You've peaked, and now you're on the downward slide. Now
I just want fresh fruit.
Want fresh fruit. Oh, all right. That would be nice. It's harder to get because you're not supposed to go to the grocery store and things like that.
That's why I want it.
Yeah. As soon as you can't have it, that is when you want it.
I got a big thing of cherries from Costco when we went to Costco, and I only got to eat them like twice, and then they got all moldy and sad.
You probably should have put them in the fridge, I guess.
Probably, but there was no room in the fridge.
Shaggy said he had a poke bowl. It was tasty. Where did you go to get your poke bowl? Did you have it delivered? Poke is delicious. That's a good thing to eat. Christina says this is a problem. Okay, you got it delivered from where? Poke DC. All right. So this is good. We were a little quiet yesterday, but I've added some really fun things to the show. We've got some transitions that make things feel perhaps a little bit more professional, and we've got our intro now, and we've got an outro. So this is good. We're starting to become professionals at this in every way, except for not making any money whatsoever.
Nope.
Jenny's here. She had pork chops and baked beans and a salad. That's good. That sounds really good. Let's see. Oh, today is also Theme Thursday. We're gonna up the stakes a little bit again. With the theme, you cannot guess the theme until the end. We'll have a point in time for you to guess the theme. Do not guess it before that, please. In fact, if you guess it before that, we will dock you a point.
Yep.
1 point off.
That's how serious we are.
We're serious about this.
Don't piss me off today.
Any guesses for the theme before we open up guessing time for the theme, 1 point off. However, during the time for guessing, if you do guess the theme correct, you will get 5 points. We're raising it to 5 points if you can guess the theme correctly.
So you don't want to miss out on that 5 points and lose a point instead.
Yeah, and but you do have to be very specific as to what the theme is. So there we go. You gonna eat tater tots? Oh yeah, I'm warming up to the oven to make tater tots the food of gods. I'm jealous. We're at 11 people. We're lower than usual. I don't know what we've been doing wrong, but I don't know what everyone has done to us.
I just missed hockey suddenly.
You missed
Remember
hockey?
back when hockey had Hard Times chili and we got those tater tots with the chili on top?
Yeah. That was good.
Now I want to go watch hockey and eat tater tots.
You want to actually go get tater tots and watch hockey.
Yep.
But it's danger hockey now, right? Because it's around people. And so do we want to be dangerous is the question.
We just get a suite all to ourselves.
Well, that would be really nice. I think it's a little on the expensive side, but
no, we'll just walk in.
You're just gonna walk in? Okay.
I'm very nice.
You are very nice. That is true.
Share my tater tots.
All right. So let's. I guess we'll get moving forward. We got 13 people. What's the theme tonight? That's a thing you have to guess at the end.
You go to hell, Steve.
Yeah, and so if you guess it before that, we're docking points. If you guess at the end, you can get up to 5 points. You can get 5 points or no points if you don't get it correct. Hard Times still exists though, right?
But in far fewer locations.
Yeah, it's good. It's
There's
good
one
stuff.
in like Alexandria.
Fairfax still.
And Springfield.
Is Fairfax still a thing? No, that one's gone.
I was totally gonna go to the Fairfax one the other day.
Oh, really?
But then I found out they were closed.
We can make Hard Times chili upstairs.
Yeah.
We've got the mix for it, so maybe we'll try that. We haven't done that, right?
Well, we have.
Well, we have. And it was pretty good, right?
Pretty good.
All right. So let's get started here. We've got enough people. Shaggy just shared. Thank you, Shaggy. I appreciate that. Hopefully we'll get these numbers up. But we are above 10 people, so let's get started with question number 1.
That makes us illegal. What was the name of the 1995 movie that featured detectives David Mills and William Somerset as they investigated a series of ritualistic murders? Also one of my favorite movies.
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. Let's see what people say. Are we all in hard times right now? I mean, in a sense, right? Maybe that's the theme. Maybe the theme of tonight is hard times.
Oh. -1 point.
Oh, dang it. I shouldn't have guessed. Why did I guess? Oh, don't guess the theme. Remember, we've got to make sure that we don't guess the theme. We have to actually go and wait till the end of the show before we start guessing. I'm going to have to repeat that a lot because people are going to get mad. They're going to come in halfway through and they're going to start guessing, and then they're going to be mad that I've made a rule because it's a pain.
He's
right,
trying to make my life easier, people.
Yeah. 15 seconds left on the clock, so get your answers in. We're looking for the name of the 1995 movie featured David Mills and William Somerset as detectives investigating a series of ritualistic murders. Robert says it's Men in Black. I don't remember ritualistic murders in Men in Black.
Me neither.
Oh, I lied. I did Time Is Up, and that's wrong. Sorry, I hit the button too soon. We have to go to the chat first to see everything, and then I have to watch Facebook. So then the time will be up. So try that again. Sorry about that.
So Gordon and Gogo.
Yeah.
Got in.
I'm apparently out of practice.
Well.
All right. Here we go. Now time is up. All right, so there we go.
You're so silly.
We've got some people guessing 7, the word 7. Somebody guessing the word 7, but with a 7 in the middle of it. Magnum P.I. Don't think there were ritualistic murders in Magnum P.I. I don't recall those. Oops, I said a show. Yeah, it was also a show rather than a movie. There might have been a Magnum P.I. movie, though.
I'm sure there was.
I feel like that there was probably a Magnum P.I. movie.
Well, now I have to know.
Twin Peaking, which I'm guessing is similar to Twin Peaks. And those, I think, are all of it. Emily says, I guess you missed me. Yes, of course we miss you. Emily has shared the show. Thank you, Emily. Let's see. Those are all of them, though. I think we've got Men in Black, 7, and Magnum P.I.
There is not a Magnum P.I. movie.
No? Oh, wow. That surprises me. I would have thought that there was a Magnum P.I. movie. All right, so what is the correct answer?
The correct answer is 7.
Are you going to accept the word 7 or 7 with the 7 inside? Because I know officially it was called 7 where the V was actually the letter 7, right?
I'll take both.
Are you going to?
And the reason is the Wikipedia article has 7 without the number 7 in it. It's stylized as 7.
Gotcha.
But it's also called 7.
All right, so the first one to get that was Shaggy, it looks like. 2 points to Shaggy. Danny, Craig, Steam, Melissa, and Karen all got it, as well as Gordon Sr.
Woohoo!
So points to everyone for that. Let's move on to question number 2.
Question number 2. In what movie does Tom Hanks's character lose his girlfriend, played by Helen Hunt?
All right, so let's get the answers on there. 60 seconds on the clock. So Tom Hanks was in a movie, and then in that movie, his character loses his girlfriend, and the girlfriend's played by Helen Hunt. That's what we're going for. Is it also 7?
No.
It isn't. Oh, okay. Is the theme the movie 7? And no. Was Tom Hanks in 7? I can't remember if he was in it. No? Okay.
I subtracted a point from you.
Oh, dang it. Why did I guess again? I have to remember, don't guess the theme until the end. It is a theme Thursday. So all of these questions have a theme, but we can't guess until the end. So remember that. Very, very important. So about 5 seconds left to put your answers in. Robert goes with Sleepless in Seattle. Well, the problem with that is that was Meg Ryan, right?
Correct.
That wasn't, yeah. So Helen Hunt, not in that one, I don't believe. Mazes and Monsters. Couple Sleepless in Seattle's. Big. Let's see.
We're just naming Tom Hanks movies.
Yeah, we're naming Tom Hanks movies. Castaway.
The time sound is loud AF.
The time sound is loud AF. All right. Well, I will try to make that quieter. How do I make that quieter without making... My understanding is that I have to have the desktop audio up in order to make things loud enough. So I can take that down, but let's see if that'll make it better. Okay, thank you for the feedback. We'll see if we can fix that. Hopefully our mic is still working.
He said
loud
it's
enough.
Mostly loud in comparison.
Okay.
So is it too loud or is it just...
Everything's lower now.
Now
Sweet.
everything is lower.
So I don't know how to fix that, unfortunately, then.
Then just make the time sound loud.
Yeah. So I'm sorry about that. Okay.
Whatever.
I will fix that some other time. I don't know how to make it work. I don't know why I have to have desktop audio and the camera audio up for this to work. It's very weird to me that that's a thing. But okay, so I will work on that to make that better. Let's see. So time's up. Facebook is caught up in everything, right? Toy Story just after the time. You got mail as well. But the ones that made it in on time: Big, Castaway, Mazes and Monsters, Sleepless in Seattle, and I think those are all. What is the correct answer?
The correct answer is Castaway, all one word.
Castaway, all one word. So if you go with Castaway with 2 words, that doesn't...
You lose a point.
You lose... I don't think we've had that in the rules before.
It's that kind of day.
So you don't get a point. Is that fair?
Or I'll just give you a point anyway.
You're going to give them a point. Rather than losing a point, you're going to give them a point. It's that kind of day. All right, the first person with Castaway is 2 words is Danny. And the first
Negative
person...
2 points for Danny.
And it's gone. We're off the rails, people. We're off the... Nobody knows what's going on. It's crazy. It looks like Castaway, 1 word is Karen. And that's... Karen and Gordon are the only ones that got it with 1 word.
Well, in the real world, Danny gets 2 points. Everybody else gets 1 point.
All right, so 2 points to Danny. Also points to Steam, Karen, Melissa, Emily, and Gordon Sr. Yep.
That's what I have.
All right, so let's move on to question number 3.
Question number 3. What is the name of the builder of TV, movie, and children's toy fame that has a catchphrase, can we fix it?
Can we fix it?
Can we fix it?
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. Can we fix this? Can we fix this question with an answer? We need to fix an answer to this question. Caitlin, I'm sorry for whoever pissed you off. Oh, Danny thinks someone's hurt you. Hi, Danielle. My Aunt Danielle has joined us.
Hello, Aunt Danielle.
If you'd like to participate, you can just throw the answer in the chat, and you can get make-believe internet points that aren't worth anything, but are a lot of fun. What's that?
You're just funny.
Well, it is what it is. All right, so we've got about 20 seconds left to get your answers in. We've got a lot of people saying Bob the Builder. However, Shaggy has gone with Bob Vila, who is kind of a builder. He is also a builder named Bob.
It's true.
Has anyone checked out the jelly marble races? What is a jelly marble race?
I think I saw a preview for that, like a video of it.
Am I saying it right? Is it a jelly marble race? Is that correct? Time's up. We're going to the chat. Gordon also went with Bob Vila. That is not really a children's toy, right? I don't know the Bob Vila children's line where it's this your first this old house where You get the first house that needs some repairs, and as a child, you fix it up.
Baby's first measure twice, cut once pencil.
Did Caitlin tell you that I awarded a top fan? I was awarded a top fan badge this morning for Another Wasted Hour.
Yeah.
No, what?
He thought the two of us were behind it.
No, not at all. Congratulations on being a top fan. That's so great.
Good job, Craig.
Yeah. Marble races are the best.
Gold star for Craig.
Bobbin in the Boudoir. I don't even know what that is. That another show? I don't even know. All right. So it looks like a lot of people went Bob the Builder. Is Bob the Builder correct?
Yes. I'm distressed at how easy my Thursday questions are today.
Yeah. Well, it seems like a lot of people are getting them.
Yeah, but getting questions for a theme is hard.
It is. That is true. I think the theme's harder than it was in the past, so that's good.
Hope you people appreciate my hard work.
I think it was great. I read over it. I was really impressed.
Thank you.
I'll be honest. So the answer is Bob the Builder. Looks like Craig was first with Bob the Builder. 2 points to him. Jenny, Danny, Emily, Christina, Melissa, Robert, Karen, my mom, who's joined us and got a point.
Hi,
yeah, Mom. Steam. Let's see, who else? And that's, I think, it. Those are the people who got the points for that one. And then Craig got a top fan badge. I don't know how you got that. I assume by sharing. You do share up quite a bit.
Looks like Melissa got it, too.
Oh, Melissa also?
Yeah.
All right. It's so good. Why? I think... No, she's saying that's the marbles. She's talking about the marble races,
No, I'm
right?
saying Melissa. I was, too.
Oh, Melissa. Melissa also got the top fan badge? Awesome.
That's what I'm gathering.
Yeah. Unless she was saying that she was also up here getting the correct answer.
Maybe.
And I missed it somehow. I said Melissa, I think.
Pretty
I feel
sure
like
you
I
said
went
Melissa.
and said Melissa. All right. Let's move on to question number 4.
Question number 4. I'm waiting for the cute animation. What is the capital of the Centennial State?
Yes. What is that? 60 seconds
Is like a
on the
double
clock.
layer question because you have to figure out what the Centennial State is, and then you have to figure out its capital.
Hey, Jenny shared. Thank you. Thank you, Jenny. Emily says it can't be sharing because Emily didn't get that. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know then. I'm not sure what makes it happen. I mean, Emily's obviously commenting as well. Maybe reactions. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what made this happen. I'll be honest.
It's a mystery algorithm.
I believe that you all should be top fans. Every single one of you, in my humble opinion.
Everyone's the best.
Yes, everyone is the best. Apparently, you just have to say. It can't be that you comment Thomas Morvello Riddle because Emily would also get that. So I don't know what it
Robert.
is. 5 seconds left. Apparently Facebook thinks I like you. I mean, I do, but it's pretty presumptuous of them. That's fair. That is very difficult. How are we supposed to know this? All right, so to the chat because time is up. Emily has thrown a Karen. We've got a lot of different things. Shaggy said Boston. The problem with Boston, I don't think Boston's is the capital of Massachusetts, is it? It's a big city in Massachusetts, but I feel like it's not the capital of Massachusetts. Is it? I could be wrong. I like that Robert went with Brazil, the great state of Brazil, which is both not a capital. It is? Oh, okay. I was wrong on that.
I was pretty sure because I was born there. And I
okay.
always told myself that I was born in the capital.
And then you had to go look it up. So...
Well, I have, like, trivia PTSD, so...
I always feel like it's, like, not the one you always think of.
Yeah, it's not always the biggest city.
Right.
And Boston is definitely the biggest city in Massachusetts.
So time's up. We've caught up on Facebook. Let's take a look. It looks like we've got Provo, Denver, Boston, Brazil, Omaha, Harrisburg, a Karen, which has been thrown. Robert says, where the hell's my badge? With my 85 shares in one show. I think that they think you're a bot. You and Emily probably didn't get it because they think you're Russian hackers. That's why you probably aren't getting it.
You probably are Russian hackers.
Richmond, it is the capital, says Danny. Yep, it sure is. What the heck? My mom didn't guess, I don't think. My mom jumped in and then jumped out.
What's up with that, Fran?
Right. No guesses whatsoever. So so somebody did throw a Karen, so the first one you need to find out is, did anyone get it right?
Yes.
Oh, so -1 point to Emily, unfortunately. Then we have to figure out, what's the centennial state? What is the centennial state?
Colorado.
It's Colorado. So what's the capital of Colorado?
Denver.
It's Denver. So our winner here is Danny, the only one to get it right. 2 points to Danny, taking a point from Emily. Oh goodness, this is going to be difficult. Montpelier is the capital of Vermont. Burlington has more people, though.
Yeah, by many.
Yes, by quite a bit, by like 6 times.
Yeah.
So all right, yeah, let's move on to question number 5, hitting the halfway point of the show.
Making good time. What is the nickname of singer Geri Halliwell?
What is the nickname of singer Geri Halliwell? 60 seconds on the clock. So you obviously went by a pseudonym, didn't use their actual name when singing.
No.
Geri. I'm trying to think of songs that Geri would be best known for, but I feel like you're just going to have to go with the name Geri Halliwell.
Please do not confuse Geri Halliwell with Jerry Falwell. Although if you do, it's very funny.
Did Geri Halliwell do Great Balls of Fire? Was that Geri Halliwell?
No.
That wasn't. Who was that?
It was somebody else.
Was that Jerry Lee Lewis? That was Jerry Lee Lewis. That's a different,
same person.
Totally different Jerry. That's awkward. All right. We got some answers coming in. 10 seconds left on the clock. Looks like we've got the Big Bopper. We've got Ginger Spice, Baby Spice. Facebook found us out for our weak hacking skills, says Robert. We're going to the chat because time's up. G. Hall, Al Yankovic, Weird Al Yankovic. I think his real name might be Albert, though. I feel like his first name is actually
Pretty sure.
Albert. I met him once. He was a lovely gentleman.
He didn't just meet him. He opened for him at a comedy show.
Yeah. Well, I also had dinner with him, technically. Like, we ate dinner together.
At the craft service table?
Yeah. We sat down, we had dinner, and it was lovely. And we got to talk, and he was a very nice person. It was like him and his like girlfriend or wife or whomever that was.
Partner person?
They came in, and he was carrying her on his back, like piggyback. And they went and got some food, and they sat down, and we chatted for a little bit. And he wished me well for opening up, and then he went off on his thing, and I did my opening, and went fairly well. It was the only time I really did a professional, like, stand-up gig ever. It was, like, the first and last. Just knocked it out of the park and retired. So let's go. Let's see what else came in. Baby Spice, Weird Al. Late bloomer, but I made it. Lori's here, everybody. Yay, Lori. Rebecca Black. I think Rebecca Black is her name. I feel like that's...
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I feel like that's actually her name. So, what was the correct answer?
The correct answer is Ginger Spice.
Ginger Spice.
I have a question for Keith.
Yes.
Can you name all the spices?
Of the different Spice Girls? Oh,
There's 5.
There's Ginger Spice, there's Baby Spice, there's Old Spice.
Nope.
There's 5 Spice.
No.
No? That's not, none of those are correct? Are you sure? There's Rack Spice. No?
Posh, Scary, Sporty.
All right.
My friend Julia Reynolds and I used to, she wasn't Julia Reynolds back then, she was Julia Legler. We used to do dances to the Spice Girls songs in her bedroom.
What was the go-to one?
Probably If You Want to Be My Lover.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like this kind of move in there. And
Yeah,
then,
that's good.
This kind of thing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My favorite was Pumpkin Spice. That was the one I really
You
liked.
don't even like Pumpkin Spice. You're lying.
She only joined the group like in the fall, but it was when she was there, it really rounded out the whole sound, I felt. Lori's making up for lost time. She has invited 2 people along to join us for it. Gordon says one was allspice. Is that correct? Was allspice one of them?
No.
No? Is that? Oh.
Lori has 2 points.
So we've added 2 points to Lori's score, because you can see that's how you are going to invite people individually to this, to let them know about it. All right, so that's the 5th question. So let's go over the scores, because we're at the halfway point of the entire show.
Gogo's friend's son dated Scary Spice.
What?
We are connected to a Spice Girl by like 9 degrees.
That's less than 9 degrees.
It's Gogo to Gogo's friend to Gogo's friend's son to Scary Spice.
Yeah, we're 4 degrees from Scary Spice.
She goes by Mel B now. Just say that out loud.
All right. So what is the scores? Let's go sort this.
Oh, you're making me do
alphabetically
maths.
by number from lowest to highest.
Reverse alphabetically by number.
Reverse alphabetically by number.
We have with 1 point.
Yes.
Rob, Jenny, Fwan, Christina. With 2 points, we have Shaggy and Lori. With 3 points, we have Melissa, Karen, Gordon, Emily, and Craig. With 4 points, we have Steam. And with 7 points, we have Danny. You may want to throw some Karens, Danny, because otherwise you're going to win. Yep.
Danny out ahead. We got to catch up with Danny, everybody. Danny, the only person over on Twitch. We've lost our UK folks. It's a sad day over on the UK. We're up to 17 people, by the way. Welcome to all the people who are here. If you're new, we do this every night at 7 o'clock. We'd love to have you come join us.
Shaggy's on Twitch.
Oh, Shaggy's already is over on Twitch, too. Good. Okay. But yeah, we do this 7 o'clock every night. And we also have a podcast called Another Wasted Hour. So you can go look at that up on any of your podcasting outlets. Just look up Another Wasted Hour. There's like 140 plus episodes. A lot of fun. There's some trivia. There's a lot of comedy. And you'll be exposed to some local area musicians and artists that you've probably never heard of before. And they're all very talented. So go check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. Let's move on to question number 6.
Okay. Lori actually had 3 points. So, Lori, you have 3 points now.
3 points for Lori. Okay.
Okay. The 2003 movie Veronica Guerin, which starred Cate Blanchett, is about what Irish drug dealer? Going into the seedy underworld of Irish drug dealing.
Oh, Karen has moved over to, as well over to Twitch. There's been a migration to Twitch. I like this.
Yes. Melissa says Scary Spice is why I don't go by Mel B.
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. We need a 2003 movie that had Cate Blanchett as an Irish drug dealer. Right, which
we're looking for the name of a drug dealer.
Oh, what drug dealer? What was the name of the drug dealer?
So far, we have The Two Towers and Sons of Anarchy, which are not people.
No, name of the drug dealer is what we need. That's the key to this. All right. So this is good. We're moving people over to Twitch, which is great because I said this before. If you're on Twitch, make sure you follow us, because if we get like 100 or 50 followers, I think it is, and we average at least 5 people watching, I think it is, for each show, then they can they'll give us money, which is kind of cool. I appreciate that. So yeah. So, and it's faster over on Twitch. All right, time is up. Let's go to the chat. Let's see what people have been saying here. A lot of Denny Greens. McCracken on crack. That's Lori's answer. She knows the McCrackens, apparently. Koki McDrug Snort, says Craig.
Style point. Style point
for that. That might be the first style point you've given of the night. Denny Green, John Gilligan, Molly Malone. Yeah, all right, so... All right, so we've caught up on Facebook. Lori says, love the new graphic. Well, thank you. We're trying to be a little more posh spice about the way we do things. Is that the right Spice Girl for us?
That is.
We were a little more Scary Spice before.
Definitely.
Before we used to be like, before we were kind of like, I would say we were like amateur Spice. I don't know which one that one is, but now we're trying to be a little more posh Spice. All right, so let's see. I think I kind of went through all these. Two Towers, Son of Anarchy, Denny Green, John Gilligan, Kraken on Crack, Kogi McDrug Snort, Denny Green, Molly Malone. Christina says, really? I don't know what that was about, but will they give me money if I move over to Twitch? Robert, they will not give you money, but if you stream, you can become an affiliate and get money if you have enough people and stuff. I'm not terribly worried about it. We're not trying to like really cash in on this. We're just having fun. But yeah. Denny Green led the Irish mob in Cleveland in the 60s until he was blown up. So there you go. All right, so we're doing some Googling. We're Googling right now. We're unsure about stuff. We've got all the answers. Before we announce it, though, we want to make sure that we are correct. So it was about Twitch Talk. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if we get a bunch of people over there and they all watch the show, they'll give us pennies, I'm sure. I'm sure it's pennies. I can't imagine it's more than that. Maybe it's a point where like people can give us stuff. I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah. But yeah, Twitch will do that. The same thing will happen on I think it's on YouTube. Like if you get 1,000 subscribers, you can like monetize things and make money and stuff. But we're not close to that. Not at all. But yeah. All right. So what are you thinking? What is the correct answer?
What I'm thinking is that Steam put in Denny Green, who's not a person, by the way. Danny Green is a person with an E on the end.
Yeah.
And then everyone was like, Steve knows stuff. And so they all said Denny Green.
Yeah.
And that I was like, I've never heard of Denny Green. What is it?
Denny Green.
So that's why I Googled it.
Yeah.
That's not a real person, and it's not the right answer.
No.
And you all followed Steve into a black hole.
Which was a terrible idea. Why would you follow Steam, for God's sakes?
He's in second place.
Oh, well, that might be it. I don't know how he's in second place. He literally is trying to lose most of the time.
Most of the time.
Yeah. All right. Did anybody get the answer correct?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What is the correct answer?
John Gilligan.
Danny got the correct answer. John Gilligan. So that would have been a better person to follow on this one, it feels like. Yeah, it does seem like there's a few people you'll want to follow, and Steam may not be one of those. But yeah.
I don't know. With these, like, the movie questions, Steve often knows the answer.
You think so? Steam is a good one for that?
He's pretty good.
All right.
And books. He's very good with books.
Denny Green was a real person.
But his name is Danny Green, D-A-N-N-Y.
But there's no Denny Green? Denny Green's probably a real person. When I looked up
Denny Green, I got Dennis Green, who was in the NFL.
I bet there's somebody named Denny Green in the world, but just has nothing to do. Why the heck would you follow Steam? Sorry, Steam. Would you follow what? Oh,
why the heck would you follow Steam? Sorry, Steam.
Yeah, I see what we're saying. Yeah, no, it's not the person that you probably want to get behind. We mean that in the nicest way possible. We personally like Steam quite a bit, but for Lord's sake, better than nothing. All right, let's see. What else? Technically went with it after the second or third person did it. So it was just, he just went with the trip. I like that he guessed wrong. Somebody was like, sure. And then two people guessed wrong. So people were like, well, if two people know it, then obviously it's got to be right. And this is, just for the record, this is how Nazis started. This is exactly
Once again, Danny Green was a real mobster in Cleveland.
Yeah.
D-A-N-N-Y-G-R-E-E-N-E. He has a Wikipedia page and everything.
Yeah.
But when I Googled Denny Green, D-E-N-N-Y-G-R-E-E-N, I came up with Dennis Green, who is an NFL footballer.
He was a real mobster in Cleveland. Did you know that?
Thank you.
Denny Green?
No.
Apparently. You know, the famous Denny Green?
Not
to be confused with Danny Green, who is
He's obviously real because he has a Wikipedia page.
Yeah,
Danny with a different name spelling.
Yes. All right. Let's move on to question number 7.
Thank God. Dun, 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 dun. Who was the voice of cartoon character Mr. Magoo?
Mr. Magoo! That was the guy who couldn't see very well, right? Isn't that the one?
That's correct.
The whole, like, everything. Denny is just Danny in an Irish accent.
That's not even true!
Laurie says it's Denny's. It's Denny's Green.
Denny's Green.
Yeah, he actually is the one who founded the Grand Slam. He invented it. All right, so yeah, what is Mr. Magoo? That was all the jokes were about the fact that he couldn't see very well.
Yes.
And he was a cartoon character. And then I feel like he took his glasses off and could see really well or something. There was some other gag about it.
He always leaned over and
yeah,
watched.
he was old, right? Shaggy says it was me that I did it. I don't know that I could do like a Mr. Magoo. I'm not even sure I remember his voice well enough to be able to do it. But yeah, I'm not sure that I could make that work. 10 seconds left, so get the answers in. There's 19 people. Hello, 19 people. Participate. Come on, put your answers in. If you don't know the answer and you just want to be silly, feel free to put a silly answer in as well.
You get style points sometimes for silly answers.
Yeah, we're going to the chat. You don't have to get it right. It's fine. We're not a judgy folk.
See, The Rock.
Yeah, Lori went with The Rock. That's great.
Style point for The Rock.
The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. All right, so we'll wait for Facebook to catch up, but we have Vincent Price from Craig. Vincent Price, you remember who that is? What else do we have? A bunch of people guessed Denny Green. No, I'm just kidding.
Damn it! I just thought that was so funny. I was like, I don't think that's the right. I mean, I knew it wasn't the right answer. But
yeah.
I was like, I wonder where that answer came from. And then everybody answered it, and was like, now I really wonder where that answer came from.
So did you hear Vincent Price?
Yes.
Do you know who Vincent Price is?
Yes.
Yeah. So he was like a vampire. Like he used to do like scary movie introductions and stuff like that.
He's spooky.
Yeah, he's spooky. So he's Mr. Magoo, the very scary Mr. Magoo.
Style point.
Jim Backus. We've got just Backus. Thrusting Howell the Third.
Thrusting Owl the Third.
Thrusting Howell.
Style point for Thrusting Owl the Third.
Good old Thrusting Howell. Tom Marvello Riddle. No. Dwayne The Rock Johnson we have. We have Thurston and Bacchus and Thrusting Owl the Third. Just because he's hot.
The Rock, just because he's hot.
Yeah, right. Why not? If you're not sure, right, just name somebody hot. All right, so did anybody get the answer correct?
Yes.
Who is the correct answer?
A lot of people got the answer right.
Really? Oh, okay.
They spelled it all different ways.
Nice.
But the name's Jim Backus.
Jim Backus. So Danny looks like they started correctly. We have a Bacchus from Gordon.
We have a Bacchus.
Yeah, are you going to go with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
We got a Jim Backus, Jim Backus, Jim Backus, Jim Backus.
Okay. But your mom corrected it's Bacchus.
Oh, okay. All right, so that's good. We got a bunch of good answers in for that one. And then Vincent Price was also the guy talking about horror stuff in Thriller. Yes, he was also in Thriller. Art collector. Didn't know that about him. Oh, okay. He also was Thurston Howell. But that was a character. This was obviously somebody. We wanted the name of the actor because...
Right.
Yeah, totally different character. All right, so to question number 8. Is that correct?
Question number 8. What is the nickname of poker superstar Howard Lederer?
What's the name of poker superstar Howard Lederer? All right, 60 seconds on the clock. So a lot of poker players have their real names, but then have nicknames that people give them over time. And Caitlin actually is related to a very famous poker player, right? Does he have a nickname? Do you know?
He had an online, a handle.
Okay.
But I don't know that it's followed him into the live poker world.
Interesting. Okay. So we don't know if he has an actual nickname or not. But what's his actual name?
Stephen O'Dwyer.
So, Caitlin. So, Stephen O'Dwyer is your cousin?
Yeah, he's my cousin.
And he was very, very good for a while. I don't know if he's still on
is
top.
very good.
Is he still number one? I know he was number one
I
for
don't think he's number one right now.
He was like number one in the world for like the longest time
that anyone's ever been number one.
Yeah, so he was very good at it. Or at least very lucky.
He still manages to look like a homeless person. Like, he was wearing a tuxedo last time I saw him in person, and he still looks slightly homeless, and I made fun of him for it.
Yeah. All right. Time's up. We're going to the chat.
He makes millions of dollars playing poker. He looks homeless.
Oh, we have a Karen that's been thrown. Emily's going with a Karen. Let's wait for Facebook to catch up. Let's see all of the different things we've gotten. Shaggy says booger. Craig says calligrapher. Yeah. I don't know what that would have to do with poker, but all right. Mr. Pokerface.
Mr. Pokerface.
Yes, good old Mr. Pokerface. Lucky. Robert says Lucky. That's a good nickname to have.
That's a good poker nickname.
Yeah. The Professor, a couple of those. Sir Cardalot, says Lori.
Solid point.
The great knight of Sir Cardalot. Another The Professor. Emily went with the Karen. Kenny Rogers. Because of his song.
Point.
Yeah. And then Bet It All. Gogo says his nickname is Bet It All. I feel like that's a bad nickname because people know exactly what you're going to be doing at that point. So what is the correct answer? Well, first we have to guess. Did anybody get it correct?
Yes.
They did. Oh, Emily, I'm so sorry.
Bad news, Emily.
Yeah, 1 point down. What is the correct answer?
The Professor.
The Professor. So it's the nickname. I assume because he's very calculating with the way that he does things. He studies stuff. And so we're down to just a couple of questions.
Craig said say his name again, and I don't know who he's referring to. So I'm going to say Howard Lederer.
Howard Lederer.
Oh, God. Calligrapher. I get it. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
Style point.
Fine.
Now that you've explained it.
You're very clever. You're very, very clever. All right, let's move on to question number 9, which is what?
The penultimate question.
It is the penultimate question.
I almost didn't say that. And then you're going to, me.
All right, question number 9.
The Schutzstaffel were better known by what abbreviation?
All right, the shush.
Technically, that's Der Schutzstaffel.
Okay.
Just wanna...
Which is, I believe, this is a type of waffle cone. Is that right?
No,
it's not.
That's stroopwafel.
Right, that's what it is.
It's got caramel in the middle.
Yeah.
You put it on top of your coffee cup so the caramel gets warm and gooey.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think they were known by the abbreviation Nom Nom because they're delicious. Yeah.
They're fucking delicious.
Lori had a really interesting autocorrect. Did you see that?
That's funny, Lori. If you want to re-enter your answer, I would take your second guess.
All right, 25 seconds left on the clock. Monte Carlo splaining.
Monte Carlo splaining.
Yes, I get it.
That's funny.
All right, 10 seconds left, and we're going to go to the chat here shortly. Not an autocorrect. Fair enough. Well, I mean, I don't know if I would call that an abbreviation as much as just a description. Let's go to the chat.
It's a fair description.
It is. It's a very fair description. Gordon goes with the umlaut.
Style point.
Yeah, go with it's just dots. It would end up looking like an ellipsis, though. That would be the problem. Just a very high ellipsis. It looks like a lot of people sent around the word, the letters SS. So that is, seems to be perhaps the answer. I'm not sure if that's the correct answer because, it's an acronym. That is true. SSIHIT is the acronym. I don't know if that's true at that point. Yeah, I feel like the SS is actually an initialism, right? What did we say it was called?
An abbreviation.
An abbreviation.
An acronym is pronounceable.
Right. An SS would be like an initialism. Yeah, like NASA.
NASA.
Yeah. But FBI would be an initialism.
Phoebe.
That's no. Because Phoebe has an I in between the F and the B.
You don't know.
It'd be
It's Swedish.
Phoebe.
It's pronounceable in Swedish.
Oh, okay. Excellent. So it looks like SS. Is that the correct answer?
Yes.
It is. We're on to our last question of the night, everybody. So first one who got that correct, it looks like, is Shaggy. 2 points to Shaggy. Then Emily, Gordon Sr., Karen, Steam, Melissa, Danny, Craig, and my mom all know about Nazis.
Yeah, that's kind of a gimme, I think.
Yeah?
I think I went too easy on people.
Do you feel like that was an easy one?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go to question number 10, because if we get question number 10 out of the way, then we can move on to guessing the theme of the night. All right, so don't guess yet. We're going to wait until all of the questions. We'll leave you some time, okay? But if you get the theme correct, you will get 5 points. So question number 10.
Question number 10. What is the common name for the largest family of fish found in North America?
What is the common name for the largest family of fish found in North America? 60 seconds on the clock. So it's not necessarily the largest fish. It's the largest family of fish. So the most fish in the family, right? Different types of.
So if you took all the families of fish in North America and added up all the little fishies in the families, the largest one would be.
Right. There you go. So if you took all the different tunas, you have like yellowfin tuna, and you've got bluefin tuna.
Tuna would be a family of fish.
Right. And if you went with salmon, for instance, that's a good guess. You've got like walleye salmon, and you've got Atlantic salmon, right? And you've got a bunch of different king salmon, right? All of that would be one family. And that's what we're looking for. About 10 seconds left to get your answers in, and then we're going to move to the chat. A lot of good answers, a lot of different answers. This one's going to be a harder one, it looks like.
Yeah.
All right, go into the chat because time is up, and we're going to see when Facebook catches up. Shaggy went with food. Food. That's the family that he's talking about. Cod. A school, just any school of fish. Not really a family. That would be a name of a group of fish, but we're looking for the largest family of fish. Remember, like phylum and group and species and things like that. Salmon, minnow, bass, carp, another minnow, herring, trout, another minnow, and then dory, which isn't a family of fish, but is a very cute fish. And then my mom says also goes with minnow as well. I was definitely thinking you meant largest by physical size, but I still don't know, so I'm sticking with my original. That's fair. All right. Let's see. Emily says I used to live on a road called Green Dory.
Dory is delicious.
Facebook is Dory.
Yeah, John Dory.
Oh, what's John Dory?
John Dory is well, it's a type of fish.
Is it? Oh, okay.
It's a flatfish.
Oh, I didn't know.
Flounder.
Yeah.
It's really good.
All right, so we've got a lot of different answers in. Let's go from the top and see if anyone got it. So food, not really a real answer. Cod, lots of cod out there.
Yep.
Yeah, I know that's
black
a big...
cod, white cod.
Yeah, a lot of them as well. A big fishing thing at least in North America. So is it cod?
No.
No. School, we know that that's not correct. Salmon, we already talked about. There's a lot of different types of salmon. Is it salmon?
It's not.
It isn't. How about minnow?
Yeah, and I'm
really
surprised anyone got this question without resorting to Googling, because I really thought this was the hardest question of the night.
Yeah, that's very tricky. So Danny, 2 points for that. Emily also gets a point. Karen and Melissa and my mom all also get points. So that's great. We've gotten through all of our questions. Let's look at the shares real quick and see who else is going to get some points for sharing. Do you want to go over the points as they are right now to make sure that we got them correct? We want to make sure that our points match up with yours before we do our shares.
Sure. So from the bottom to the top, with 1 point, we have Jenny and Christina.
Mm-hmm.
2 points, we have Rob. 3 points, Lori. 4 points, Shaggy, Fran, Emily, and Craig. 5 points, Gordon. 6 points Steam and Karen, 7 points Melissa, and 16 points Danny.
Nice. All right. So if anyone thinks that their points are different than the ones that we just yelled out, let us know, okay? And then we will, let's go over the shares now. So Jenny shared once. She gets a point.
Sorry, let me alphabetize again. That'll make my life
Yeah,
easier.
that'll be easier, definitely.
Jenny.
She gets 1 point.
Please do not guess the theme.
Craig gets 2 points. Emily gets a point. Shaggy gets a point. And Robert gets a point for sharing. All right, there we go. So those are all of the points that we've got in there. This is good. Let's move on to the final question of the night. And the final question of the night is super easy. I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock. And the question is, what was the theme for tonight? What was the theme for Thursday? 60 seconds on the clock. We did get a couple of guesses, it looks like. So Gordon Sr. and Gordon Jr. both -1 point for guessing before the time to guess. We did tell people that would be the case.
Like 7 times.
Yeah. So unfortunately, you got to wait. There are rules. No matter if it's right or wrong, the people guessing. This is good. We got movie stars. We've got Gilligan's Island. A lot of different guesses there, a couple of them at least. And about 20 seconds left. We have actors and actresses. Yeah, all right. And let's see, we've got 10 seconds left. We'll move over to the chat and make sure, see what people got in their answers. If you get it right, you got 5 points. All right, we're moving over. Here we go. So it looks like a lot of the answers, Gilligan's Island. We've got movie stars. We have Gilligan's Island plural. Steam went with not the island of Gilligan, but an island that had multiple Gilligans on it. Actors and actresses, Gilligan, Gullible Island, oh no Fluffy. Emily says I have a coworker named Gilligan, so at least that autocorrect, or Jillian, so at least that autocorrect made sense. Yes. We do have, oh, okay, so yeah, there was an, oh, I see, she must have auto-corrected to Jillian.
Yeah.
Jillian's Island was in there, yeah. Different spellings of Gilligan's, it looks like. Some people with a G-I and some with a G-A. All right, so it is up to you on how specific we want to be. I told people we would need to be very specific about the theme. So you get to be as giving or taking away as you would like. Emily says, oh shit, she's my Facebook friend on Facebook. Did I tag her? I don't know. Let's see. Did you end up tagging her? No,
you didn't.
It's not a tag. That would be very funny.
That would be really funny. She came into the very end and was like, what?
Island. My very real fear of quicksand in the sand comes directly from that show. Interesting. Karen says the theme was the only way I figured out what the fish had to be.
Interesting.
So you were saying it was very hard, but because people had a hint going in it, it would have to be that as the fish.
That's clever.
Very, very clever. All right, so the time's up. We're just waiting here. What is a correct answer for this?
Gilligan's Island.
Will you be taking? Let's see. I guess Gilligan was just a correction. So a bunch of people had Gilligan's Island.
All variety of spellings is fine.
You're fine with spellings. How about an apostrophe or no apostrophe?
That's fine.
You're fine with that?
I'm certainly used to apostrophes coming and going.
This is for 5 points. I'm just saying that you could be very specific about things if you wanted. But you're being very forgiving. I think people appreciate that. All right, so that is the answer. It looks like here are the people that I see that got that correct, and that is Karen, Danny, Steam, Emily, Craig, Melissa, Lori, Gordon. Well, Gordon says Gullible Island. Gordon, Gogo said Gullible Island, which isn't correct, right?
No.
Gordon said, oh no, Fluffy. And that's it. So the Gordons didn't actually come in with the right answer at the right time to make up for any of the pre-guessing.
I gave them 4 points. I just subtracted 1 from their points.
Oh, you're very nice today.
Well, apparently I started out being very angry at people, so.
Oh, you've recovered. Oh, well, that was very good.
I got better.
So who is our winner for tonight?
It's Danny with 21 points.
Danny with 21 points. You will need to give us your acceptance speech or assign somebody else the honor of doing that for you. And I think Steam would love to do it. And you need to let us know what color you would like the studio tomorrow, since you've won. While we're waiting on that, just some business at hand. Don't forget, you'll probably want to subscribe and follow the show. I will say I know for a fact a bunch of people who are currently here have not liked Another Wasted Hour on Facebook. So go check that out and make sure that you like the page. We would appreciate that. Also turn on your notifications so you know when we go live. That's also important. And Danny has said Steam can do her speech, which is she's only regretted that once. So this might be a second time. Yeah, follow us on Facebook or like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and on Instagram. We would appreciate that. And don't forget we're on Twitch and YouTube as well, so you can follow us there. We would appreciate that. And we have a real podcast. Go to iHeartRadio or Stitcher or Spotify or Apple Podcasts or Google Play Music. Any place that you would go get a podcast. Even YouTube and Facebook have episodes up there. Go on to that. Subscribe to it. Listen, there's 140 episodes. Go check them out. It's really funny. It's got some trivia as well. At least after the first series, the first year, there's trivia. Before that, we did history stuff, which is kind of cool. And there's some really great artists, musicians from the DC area as well that you'll get exposed to. You probably wouldn't have heard of before, and they're pretty awesome. So go check that out. Give us a review and some stars. We would appreciate that.
Why don't you tell people what we'll be doing in the next couple days?
Yeah. So for the next couple days, we're going to move over to Playa del Fuego. Virtual del Fuego is what it's called. So if you go to virtual.playadelfuego.org, that's the homepage. You can't register right now, but Friday starting at like 5 or 6 o'clock, you'll be able to register. It's free. It's an online event with all of these different rooms with different art and music and very cool people and activities and just real fun zaniness. And we're going to broadcast there as well. So if you want to be able to be a part of it, come join us on there. It's free. I would definitely highly recommend it. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you want to be a part of Free for All Friday, please register for that and join us there, because that room is going to be where we do our Free for All.
So will it be simulcast to Facebook as well?
I believe so. Yeah, I think we're going to do it to both places. But usually we would do a Zoom room. And I think we're going to try and do a room over on it's Jitsi, but on Virtual del Fuego. That room is the one that I think we're going to be broadcasting. So if you want to be on it, all right, if you want to be on it, you'll want to be a part of that. And we're going to have other things. Caitlin's going to do some jigsaw puzzles live. We're going to probably have a campfire live. We might do a tour of our land out there. What else? Oh, you might bake some cookies live on there. We're going to do some very just fun, silly things for that. And I don't know, other things. Maybe some like really awkward yoga. Awkward yoga, yeah. So if you'd like to learn yoga, but you want an instructor who's worse at yoga than you are, you're in luck, because we're going to have awkward yoga. And Caitlin's going to be teaching you how to do yoga, and she's still learning how to do yoga. So she doesn't recommend that you do any of the moves because you may hurt yourself. But So join us for that. We might have s'mores. That could be.
Or hot dogs.
We have 2 different acceptance speeches, it looks like. So
you pick the one you would like to read, and I'll read the other one.
How about you do Danny's and I'll do Steam's? Okay.
Danny's acceptance speech. I think I got so distracted about figuring out the theme tonight that I forgot to Karen so I could lose. I feel like Theme Thursdays is dangerous for me.
All right. Also from Danny, and definitely not written by anyone else, Danny says, Danny would like to thank both Ginger and Marianne and Keith and Caitlin for hosting, and she thanks all the people playing trivia here, and she thanks Steam for all his snarky answers, and she thanks Jodie Foster, and apparently loves run-on sentences.
Yes.
Really fond of that. Yeah. And likes run-on sentences. All right, so that is it, everybody.
I have a hint for everyone.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do some on-theme questions in the coming days.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you a hint if you want to study for some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the questions will relate to Burning Man.
Right. So if you want to get on track with that, first of all, participating in the event would help, right? Because you'll learn some stuff about what Burning Man's all about, and there's going to be some questions about that, okay? And maybe stuff around that. So like you go camping and fires and things like that, right? So that's what we're going to do. Some things about arts, maybe things about, I don't know, events. So yeah, so you'll want to maybe check that out. And don't forget, virtual.playadelfuego.org. Go check that out tomorrow, right? Around 6 o'clock, get registered and get in so that we can have you involved. Yeah. And, oh, yeah, our little camp is called Fuck-a-Duck. So
Fuck-a-Duck.
Hopefully that'll be where you'll be able to find us. So, yeah, I think that's it. So we do this every night at 7 o'clock. We'll be here tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Hopefully, maybe we'll be a little late trying to get everything set up because of this crazy, like, simulcast thing. But that's what we're going to try and do.
Yeah.
And so until tomorrow at 7 o'clock, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, stay home. Take care of yourself when you're not at home because we're going to open some things up, and I want to see everybody back here again. It would make me very sad to find out if you could not be back. And for all the people who are making the world go round right now and risking your health and lives to help us stay at home and be safe, we really appreciate that sacrifice. There's a lot of you out there, and it means the world to us. And that's it. So until tomorrow at 7 o'clock, good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.